Hello farmers and welcome back to Western Australia. Our former sugarcane field, which I'm currently in, just about done plowing it on up, and this will be all set for planting, I think in October, and I think I said sorghum. This field and the one down by the store. Sorghum and the one across the way, yep, that'll be oats, I do believe. In between episodes, I did clean up the grass field a little bit. I also had some lime left over in the John Deere 6230. Well, at least not in the John Deere. The spreader had the lime. So I went ahead and kind of spread some of the grass field with some lime. You can kind of see it over there. Just to empty it on out, and that way I wouldn't have pallets hanging around. I cleaned up the yard a little bit, and I looked at the production buildings. Made sure like the tableware production is not going to come to a stop, because that's going to bring us in some pretty good money here in a few more months. Hopefully this episode, I do believe this episode we will get to June, where we're selling everything and then spend a whole bunch of cash. I did activate a few mods, mostly just being seed drills and planters, because we could be purchasing one if we get to June, which I do believe we will. We might be purchasing one sometime soon, because yeah, I mean the drill we've been using, the 12-meter wide horse drill, that's a fine drill and all, but the size of the fields that we currently have, well, just planting that one field over by the corner, that took what was it almost like an hour and a half to plant that field. I mean, that's all good. It got the job done, but when you got to plant this many fields, it starts to add up on some time, so we'll see. Let's scooch over here and finish up this. So really the only work I got to do until next spring is fertilize the grass field right in front of us, and that will not take us too long. All the other fields I do believe are set until springtime. The field that we did plant at the corner, the weeds have grown, but like we have in the past here, we're going to wait until all the fields are planted, wait until weeds are growing in all the fields, and then lease the See and Spot weed sprayer and take care of the weeds all at once. So not a whole lot of work to do during the wintertime other than selling. Just make sure the production buildings do what they do, the animals are taken care of, and yeah, we're going to zip right on through. Now I kind of forgot, I think I forgot to show last episode, because someone mentioned take this field that we're in and make that the grass field, and take the grass field, make that the sugarcane field. And I said that grass field was a lot bigger. I think I forgot to show the sizes of the fields. So if we come into here and we click on, whoop, I got to go to Farmland. Oh yeah, let me just double check this price here. 65% over, yes, we don't want that. This field here is 5.5 hectares. The grass field, 9 hectares. Now, I'm not sure if it's taken into consideration. Yeah, we've taken up some space for sheds, some sheep, and then the production buildings over here. Even with that, let's just say I took up 2 hectares, which I don't think I have. That would bring it down to 7, so still a lot bigger. This field is actually smaller than this field over here. So we're still going to aim for that field. Sugarcane is, I'm going to say October. Probably September is when we can plant sugarcane. Okay, so we got a few months for that price to kind of change. But this field here, pH value is perfect, does not need to be plowed or anything. It's all set to go for the sorghum in the springtime. Let's get back to the farm. We'll put the plow away. I'm not going to fertilize the grass field right now. We'll probably do it next month or in June. I want to get out of April. Feels like I've been April on this series for quite a while. But we knew that when I was getting to April, I just said, we got a lot of work to do in April. And we did, and we got it all done for the most part. So one thing I do need to purchase, the greenhouses are getting kind of low on the fertilizer, what's it called? Been a while since I bought some. I just looked at it maybe like 10 minutes ago. I kind of forgot what it's called. Greenhouses, the fruit and vegetable fertilizer. Yeah, that one's just about empty. That one's fine. If it runs out right now, not that big of a deal, because now, I mean, early on in the series, that's what was making us the money, but now not so much. Yeah, it still makes us money, but not like it was. It's not the most important thing going on. We'll probably take care of it next episode. Or not next episode, next month. Sorry. Which is going to happen here in just a few minutes. Alright, so last episode we did take care of the male birds, the ducks and the chickens, so we should be all set there. But the sheep, yeah, we got to go ahead and take care of the sheep. Oh, hello, Twister. Yeah, I got the 6230 getting ready to go with fertilizer. I got to put those seed packages away. Alright, so the sheep do have hay here. I should go over and feed Twister. Make them happy. Let's go ahead into the sheep. We have a full pen. So male sheep, adult males go for, let's see, where are those? 400. Well, these are going for 375. Let's go ahead and sell, well, that's just one of them. All right. Gone. Let's see here. These. We got a few. Oh, there we go. Probably just went backwards. I was not expecting 31. All right, we're just going to sell those. And there, that dropped us down quite a bit. Should I sell some more? Young male ram. Young. All right, let's see here. These are 258. These are 300. We got 16 of those. All right, we'll just sell them. I mean, it's not like we're hurting for wool, so... There we go. Just 9 on this set. And it's not like I'm trying to save on hay either. We're doing fine on that. Young males, will wait for those to mature a little bit more. 350, is it just 70? Wait, okay, we got a whole bunch here. Nope. There we go, 15 more. Alright, that puts us 100 free slots here in the sheep pen. So we'll wait before we sell any more. Because, you know, we are trying to get some wool. Wool does bring in the money, but it's not like I'm in desperate need for it for the spinnery. Alright, so with the sheep sold, the birds sold, the farm pretty much all set to go. The tableware production, like I said, I made sure that I emptied on out, and that has a whole bunch of free space. We'll just teleport to the home here. I did check the sale page, but as I said before, I'd really rather not buy anything from here at this point. I'd rather just buy new. Nothing here as a pure interest. In the future, though, I may sell some of the tractors that we have and swap them out for new ones. So I wouldn't buy used ones because the hours on them will start to make them wear a little bit more. Since I really don't have nothing to do, we're going to wake up at 9. Because being winter or close to winter, the sun may not quite be up at that time. So we do have 3 loans. I think $27,000 is a loan payment. So the money's going to drop a little bit. Can I sneak out? Let me just check the store. I mean, I'm kind of interested in the drills for sure. But other than that, don't need to be looking at too much here. Shut the door there. The animals. Let me check on the animals first. Make sure. I mean, the chickens and ducks. I'm going to fall into the trap of saying I got enough feed to last me for a long time, and then one day it's going to be like, what happened to the chickens and ducks? Oh, you ran out of food. The sheep. Yeah, they're doing okay. Wool. Yeah, we need to just move that over. I think. The sale, not the sale, stock market page. Sugar price is actually not that bad. But we don't have that whole much of it to sell. Tableware price is still going up. That should be here pretty soon. Cane juice, the price is going up, which is good. And of course, where's the silage? Silage 185. Best price should be in July. We're only in May. 185, 189. I will wait to see if we get a better price, but that's not too bad. I mean, I could go ahead and sell that today and make a whole bunch of cash on it. All right, let's jump into the John Deere, and we will fertilize the grass field this month. And let me put these seed pallets away. And then we'll also go over and take care of the wool that is in the spawn point. Although now that I got the mod that multiplies the pallets by 5 times the size, not going to have as much of an issue of that piling up over there. Alright, the seed can go right into here. Be nice once we have our own drill. I won't have to worry about seed and unloading the fertilizer and all that. But speaking of fertilizer, I do need more than what we have here. So we'll get the grass field done, take care of the sheep. We'll see how many sheep we got overnight, if it's enough to start selling some more of the males off. We'll see. Oh yeah, and while I'm over, when I get over to the production buildings on the other side, I need to grab a straw bale and put that into the tableware production. It doesn't need it right away, but it's always good to have one of our bales there. That'll last quite a long time. I think for many years to come, anytime I go ahead and make a straw bale, we can go ahead and sell them. We got so much straw over here for that production. Definitely not going to be in dire need of it. So yesterday, if I got this correct in my head here, because you know obviously I record these in advance. Yesterday should have been the last episode of Hills of Tuscany, and if you've been watching that series, I have not been watching the series. Either way, now you know the series has come to an end. And I was talking about not knowing when I was going to start the next series or whatever. I thought about taking some time off, but I've said that before. But in the, last night I was going through. I kind of had a few maps in mind. I finally picked one out. And I think I spent about 4 hours on the map just figuring out how I want to start, and I do believe tomorrow will be the first episode. I'm not going to tell you what map it is, that way you can kind of be surprised when it comes out tomorrow. But yeah, it should be kind of fun. We're not going to do what we did on Tuscany, which is buy everything right up front and just go with it. And that series should go all the way till FS22 in November, which, you know, still seems like a long ways off, but really it's only a couple months. So we're talking about maybe 25, 30 episodes on that map, which is not a whole lot for the series when I do them, as we know. I mean, this series here, we're just kind of getting the ball rolling, and I'm like on episode 46 or something like that. All right, where's the spawn point? Where's the trigger for it? It's here somewhere. All right, how about if we just do that? I was close. All right, we just want a straw bale. I don't have any odd-shaped straw bales, do I? No, I do not. So we just want one. Every time I'm in that menu, I always... Jeez. All the wrong buttons. I always hit escape when I'm in that menu when it does it already for you. Alright, this is just going into the spawn point over here. I did get rid of one of the water silos. The one that was like right here, because it was just in the way completely. When I was bringing the truck in to unload the pallets. And as we know, if I put the water silo down first and then the production building, then I wouldn't have to put water in all the, well, I say all the time. I gotta do it like once a year, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you do have factories, production buildings that do need water, yeah, if you put down a water silo there first, the production building will accept the water. But in order to put down the water silo, you are going to need like an animal pen or a greenhouse next to that building in order to put down a water silo. So you got to put down an animal pen or a small greenhouse, then put down the water silo, then put down the production building. But then I guess if you wanted to, you could always sell the greenhouse afterwards. That's all that really matters, right? Alright, anywho, let me just get around this field a few more times. Take me about 5-10 minutes or so. And we'll just have a double check on the sheep. But I think as May goes, we are going to be pretty much done with it once I get done fertilizing this field. Now this field will be ready for mowing, I'm guessing, like in October? Somewhere around there. Just got this little triangular piece over here. Hopefully I can get it in one pass. Yeah, we should be able to easily now. Alright. Field work done for the season. We'll leave the spreader on the back. I don't know... Have I picked up one of these pallets yet? 5,000 liter pallets? I wonder if they got weight to them. Or is it the same weight as a 1,000 liter? I don't know, but we'll see when we pick one up. Just got to go ahead and plop them on into the shed over here. See if I can grab 2 of them at a time again. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Doesn't help if you don't have the forks down far enough. Yeah, there's no weight to them, so come over here and we'll grab the third one. And they should be taken once I drop them in here. And yes, I should grab a hay bale. Does that trigger? Oh, got it on the first try. Perfect. So I do have different pallets of wool, but not on the hay bales. Just need one. Don't hit the escape button. We don't need to be doing that. The only thing I just got to remember on this this shed, where the stuff spawns, if I drive right back over the capture point, it may take the bale right off. There we go. They're all set on feed. And when I was fertilizing the grass, I remembered, as I learned in... Oh, wow, we got a lot of sheep overnight. As I learned in Tuscany, the young sheep do not produce wool at all. So I guess any males, we'll just go ahead and sell them. Oh, 17. Sell. I think we will keep one ram. One male ram. So 30, we'll sell 29 of them. Female, female, male. We're keeping one male ram for show is all we're really doing. Wait, is that the one? Crap. I don't know if that's is that the one that I kept? No, that's the one I kept. Oh, probably should just go backwards on the arrow button, be a little bit quicker. Female, female, male. Well, we're there. And we're not going to be producing as much wool here for a little while because we're getting rid of all the males basically. Yeah, we're under 400 sheep, but that's okay. And besides, we are getting money for these sheep that we're selling. The young ones, not as much. Oh wow, that's a big number. Alright, so I think we got all the males out of here except for that one. He's very lucky or very unfortunate, all depending on the day. 357 is what we're down to on the sheep, so not too bad. That means 356 ladies running around. Let's go ahead and put the John Deere 6230 away. And as for the fertilizer for the greenhouse, as I shown, we do need some. I'm not going to bother getting some until we go down there and we start selling stuff, which is going to be very, very soon. Yeah, the silage, I just don't know. 185, the price is kind of like staying there. We're just going to go ahead and go to bed. How about that? And we'll see what June brings. We'll sleep until 9. So the tableware and the silage should be a very good price, I would think. I hope so on the silage. Oh, we got some snow. It can snow, but it won't accumulate. I got the accumulation turned off. So 47,000. Okay, so what we got on the silage? 190. So the price did go up. So that goes to where things go here. So we'll sell the silage right now. Where's the tableware? Tableware is 2103. Price starting to go down. That goes to the same spot. All right, and while we're down there with that, that's when we will buy some fertilizer. So silage, as I go out the door. Let me go over to the sheep first. I want to see how many sheep we got overnight. Wow, up to 450. So I'll have to see how many males we got. That's a pretty darn good number. Alright, so I think the Massey Ferguson already has the bale trailer on it. So that's going to be 2 trips. And I will grab the ones in the shed behind us first. And then I'll grab these afterwards. This could be a little tricky to pick them on up, but this will take a while. But I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead. I'll meet you down at the store and we'll sell the first set of silage bales. Well, trip number 1 down to the store for today. Going to have a few more. Of course, we also got the grain to sell either now or in June and July. I would like to keep most of the wheat, but we have oats and something else. Soybean? Yeah, soybean. But soybean won't be until early summer. Oh, there's the drop-off point for the bales. All right, let's see what we get for cash. And don't forget, on the stock market page, once again, that does not show, it shows the total that we'll get for the silage, but it does not show our environmental score bonus. The first thing we're going to be purchasing with this money that we're bringing in today will be the New Holland T8 tractor. We need a bigger tractor than the Case Magnum to be able to get some work done around the farm. And this is a good start. So that was $217,700 plus the $27,200 for our environmental score bonus. So next load of silage bales is not going to be as impressive. That was a full load. I probably got like 16 bales to pick up, and that was 24. So expect about 60% of what we just got there, but still going to be pretty nice to see that money come in. Seems like there's always a line of traffic when I come down to the store. I said 16 bales, ended up being 15, so not too far off. Fabric does not need to be sold. That's not for another couple more months. This should be the sell point. So again, not as impressive. I think we need about 425 to get the New Holland T9, the track New Holland T9 as stock. Don't think we're going to be adding anything to it. We can always add on in the future. It looks like we actually may have enough money now to buy it, which is great. The other thing I haven't checked on, I didn't check on it last month, and now we're another month into the future here. What is this field doing? But that price is still 60% over. The cotton should be out of there by now, right? So that field, I would hope that price would come on down. Yeah, it's been harvested, right? Harvested. Yep, there we go. So yeah, I mean that's the field I'm shooting for here, but not for that price. I don't know. I may be going here without sugarcane. We'll have to see. Store page. Let's just go in and get the tractor. I know this tractor was for sale a long time ago, but we were not ready for it at that time. Actually, it's $419. Base horsepower to start with at 517. The drill we are after, let me just double check. The 18-meter wide drill, or at least I'm eyeing up. I haven't shown you yet because I just activated it. It's this set right here. So yeah, we're going to need about 320,000-ish. And it only I don't say only requires 450 horsepower, so the T9 will do it just fine. The tractorized one. If I went with this one here, I think this is a 425. 469, so that's not too bad either. But we're going right here. Yeah, I can boost this up in the future for another $82,000. I can get up to a 682 horse. But right now, this would be more than sufficient. Yeah, everything here is good. So just go ahead and... Alright, we got ourselves another tractor on the farm, which will come in handy, because if you remember last time, I was planting at the same time. I needed to pick up some, or make some bales with a baler. So the Case Magnum was too busy doing the baling. It couldn't do the drilling. Yeah, the Massey Ferguson and, of course, the John Deere just don't have the horsepower to run either the baler or a drill, or at least a drill that we're shooting for. But now with that tractor, that'll be able to let us go ahead and do multiple things. I'll bring this back to the farm, of course, and then we'll jump into the truck. I think we'll sell the tableware next. And while I sell, I don't know how many trips it's going to be, but at least on the first trip down, we got to buy some of that fertilizer for the greenhouses and orchards too. A little faster coming down here with the truck. It's going to take me, though, about 3 more trips, I think, with the tableware. I got about 36 pallets on here. And I think I have like 120 in storage. I emptied out the production building first, and then took some out of the shed. I realized, though, when I was grabbing the pallets, I was like, oh, I think I was supposed to sell the silage over here at We Take Everything, or whatever this place is called. And I sold it at the animal dealership. Here, I would have got $190 for the silage. At the animal dealership, I got $186. So, I mean, not that far off. See if I can get this all in one go here. Alright, so 75,009, so pretty close to 85,000. More like 84 and a half. But we got many trips. So, kind of shooting for getting up to 300 and, what did I say, 320,000. So we can get ourselves a seed drill. I would, if we got any more money after that, I would like to be able to pay off some of the loans if I could. But we get what we get. I'm coming back over to here because I need to buy some of that fertilizer for our not sheds, but greenhouses. Can I buy like 8 at a time? $20,000 worth? That's fine. Could, you know, use some more, but this will do. Alright, I'll go back to the farm. I'll unload these. We'll take care of those in a little while. But I'll see you back down here, I think 3 more times with a trailer of tableware. bringing the last load of tableware on down to sell. Still having the issue going around this corner with a trailer load of pallets in the back. I wonder if it'll bounce around again. Of course, I brought you back, and now the trailer's not bouncing around. But if you remember last time, I think when I was selling sugar, I don't know how many episodes ago it was, but when I went around the corner, the back of the trailer, it's like it was hitting a speed bump or something around there. Doing it again, but maybe the weight, since I'm a little shy of full trailer, 36 pallets, but this one is only 29, so maybe the less weight has something to do with it. I don't know. Either way. But we are going to be very close to be able to buy the drill and the air cart. Need about 320. We currently sit around 260. So I need 60 grand. Full trailer gets me, what, 85? Not quite a full trailer here. I swear. Oh, traffic. Every time I've been down here, that line of cars is timed with me perfectly. I got to open up the side curtain so I can see when it's being sold. And I got to make sure I take the straps off as well, because it's not grabbing the second tier. Well, we got ourselves 325,000. That should be enough. So let's jump on in here. And yeah, not the purchase I thought I was going to be doing a few episodes ago when it came to this time of year, but it's going to be hard to pass up this opportunity to get this. So this is an 18-meter wide drill, and as you can see, no options whatsoever there. So we just want to go ahead and buy that, and then back on up and make sure we get, it's for the same mod. It should be this one right here. The only thing I got to, no, I don't have to on this one. Oh, that might be for my other series I'm starting tomorrow. I've been looking at so many mods the past 24 hours, getting kind of confused. Yeah, I don't have any options for adding fertilizer or this extra seed on this one. But we'll buy that. That is over there to bring back to the farm, leaving us with 13,817. But that just means all this material here, the oats. 631, the price is still going up, but we'll be selling all the oats, and the soybean is not until January, so we got a ways to go on that one. Let's see what else we got. Sugar price is getting there, 501, 524, so that will probably right now just go towards the loans. I would like, of course, to pay off, just to get rid of the number of loans we have here. We only got $83,000 left in that loan. We can pay that one off, and I think we'll be able to pay off this one right here, which is just shy of $300,000, leaving us with just one loan currently. And then when it comes time for field number 3, whenever that price finally does drop, and hopefully it drops here very soon, because planting season is coming up on us, I can take out another loan to buy that piece of land. Yeah, I just don't know exactly. That price has been kind of high for a few years now. Let me bring this back to the farm, and I'll come back on down, and we'll grab the T9 and the air cart and the drill. Got to bring that back to the farm as well. All right, let's throw the beacons on this thing. I think I'll put the air cart on. Yeah, the air cart might be easier to back up to the drill itself. But when it comes time to planting, I'd rather have the drill right behind the T9 and the air cart being last, if I can do that. I should be able to. Yep, just making sure there's a pin back there. So an articulated tractor, we're trying to back up an air cart. Perfect. The question is, can I get down the road without blocking the traffic. I'm not going to try to go underneath that roof, so we'll go on the scales. And ruin the scales, apparently. Alright, maybe I will go underneath the roof. Will I go underneath the roof? Oh yeah, we can fit underneath the roof. Okay. But what a great addition to the farm. This is going to give us a lot more possibilities going forward. Save us a lot of time. Don't have to worry about, you know, leasing and going over the hour that as much and trying to save money. I mean, we're always going to try to save money. And no way in heck am I going to get on down the road without having some traffic problems. But we'll see how far I can get. My beacons aren't going to matter. I suppose I could drive into my field. This has got weeds into it. But now we can also, you know, not try to time certain crops in the same month, so I'm not keeping a drill overnight and paying extra fees. Now it's just like, oh, we got the drill, we can plant whenever we feel like planting. When it's time to plant the crop that we want to plant. We don't have to wait. Alright, I'm going to mosey on back to the farm, try to avoid traffic if I can. And we'll take care of the animals, I do believe. We'll sell some chickens and some sheep. Looking at this drill setup, I don't think I can reverse the air cart and the drill on this setup here. Don't see a pin hitch back here for the air cart. So I'll have to be this way, which is fine. Oh, there was a car there, but they're just got to wait. Yeah, in the future, as someone mentioned a long time ago in the series, we can start making our own roads once we buy more fields, and I can, like right across there, that road is there. It's not that wide for our setup, but we can make a road going all the way down to our other fields, and also kind of make like a shortcut to the store. But there we go. Was it $700,000 for the setup? Is that what it was? Somewhere in there. Wait, how much money have I sold today so far? Well, I can just go buy new vehicles. $731,000 for that right there. Well, it's a lot cheaper than the $1 million I originally was thinking it was going to be, but if I went with a 30-meter wide drill, it would be over $1 million. So we're going to keep track of the sheep here to make it easier. That's got to be the one lone ram, right? Should only be one. And now we're looking for the newborns that we got overnight, and we got to have some males. They can't be all females that were born. Female, female, female. There we go. Here's some young males. 53 of them. So they're just taking up feed, and the young rams, as we saw, as I said, on Tuscany, they don't make wool. So keeping around and letting them beef up and just selling for a couple $100 more, not that big of a deal. The birds I have fallen behind on, so this may take a moment. Female, 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 female. One male duck, and we should have one rooster. Alright, and then the rest of the males need to be sold. Female, female, duckling. And until the pen gets full... Okay, so we're done with the ducks and chickens. So we're at 133 out of 1,100. But as we saw, like if you remember in Oceanside Forest, once we get more mature females, It's not going to take long to fill this pen up. Just trying to see. Yeah, so this pallet here was before I installed the mod to make it 5 times as large. So that's 1,400 pieces on that pallet. This pallet here is at 1,300 pieces. So you can see this will be a 5 times pallet pretty soon. Well, I think that's where we're going to end it just for today. Yes, we got more selling to do. And yeah, we're going to be selling the oats. I think the wheat I'll be keeping because I'm not planting no wheat this upcoming year. Although I am planting sorghum. So maybe I will sell some wheat. But we got to wait for those prices to go up. And we're going to take that money that we get and put it towards those 2 loans as I showed you. Currently, grain mill and things go here is where those 2 are going. But the price is going up. They're almost at the peak price. So next episode, just got to sell the grain. And we also got the sugar to sell also. That is coming up here pretty soon. So should be looking pretty good. Not that I want to, but I'm just kind of curious. If I were to go in here and say I need a loan, well, I could borrow up to 1.1 million, almost 1.2. Not that we need to. I'd rather not. I'd rather just get rid of loans completely, not have any, and eventually just work off what the farm brings in. But yeah, farmland here. We are waiting for this one to come down in price. Hopefully it comes down. If it gets somewhere near base price, we'll have to go ahead and get it. I don't want to be doing sugarcane and the smaller fields like way down here. That field is kind of too small. That one's about the same size, but that'd be a lot of tracking back and forth. And at that point, when someone did mention that we should get ourselves like an auger wagon or a grain cart, I should say, that holds a lot, that's about the only time I would do it. I may lease it and cart it back and forth, because going back and forth, as you saw in this field here, as much sugar cane as we transport, we only went from here to here. Having to go from there down to here, back and forth, that'd be a lot of time wasted. So I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. But next episode, plan to pay off some of the loans, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then get to, I think, springtime, and we get to use this beautiful new setup. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. Also lets me know that you enjoyed seeing the content you saw here today. And while you're down there, if you haven't done so, you might want to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss content like this. But anyways, that's where we are going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.